train. To teach a person or an animal a particular skill or a type of behavior through practice and instructions over a period of time. So if they keep beating this into you by wearing masks, which they did, it's first nature that, hey, you leave your house, you grab that mask, man. Because they have put a fear factor out here. Once you fear, they can easily have you do whatever they want you to do. And that's what Esau got going. He got you fearing, okay? All right? To teach conditioning, to show or explain to someone how to do something. Now check this out. When you go into these buildings, they'll have a particular they'll have a diagram of showing you how you're supposed to wear the mask, right? They're teaching you and explaining you how they want you to do it, okay? They'll teach you how to wear the mask, man. They'll tell you if it's below your nose or above your chin, it's not right. They'll have the actual, proper way to wear it, okay? So they're conditioning you for a certain circumstance, which is ultimately the RFID technology, okay? That's what they're conditioning you for, okay? Let me get that in the scriptures. Let me get that in the scriptures. Okay, now, Revelations, because what they're conditioning you for is the RFID technology. And right now what you have going on is they said it years ago, but now it came up, this Real ID Act, okay? Having that star in the corner of your ID, that's a part of conditioning. They tell you you won't be able to go into a federal building. You won't be able to fly domestically, and they say it's to help terrorism. No, it's a conditioning. Telling you need this to be able to do this. All right, it's conditioning. Because later they're gonna come with the RFID technology, right? This is the Real ID Act, that word ID, right? Identification, the real identification. You got a star on it. You're the same person that it always been, right? But like it's telling you, they condition you for that RFID, that radio frequency. That's what they conditioning you for, right? And it's right here in the scriptures. This is Revelation 13. Revelation 13 and 15. And he gave power, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. So that beast is the ancient Roman Empire. Okay, now that beast today is what NATO and EU. The image is what the system. Okay, that the image of the beast shall speak, and cause as many that would not worship the image of the beast shall be killed. All right, because that time is coming. If you don't want to worship what the system got going and what they trying to condition you to do, they're gonna start knocking you people off, man. Okay? You think these Edomites are not angry that we woken up to the truth, man? You know? It tell you in Psalm 83, the enemy make a tumult, man. These people are in league. They're in these meetings, man, saying, hey, they didn't woke up. They mad, man, because the truth is going out. We're telling them their end of their society is at hand. Like most of the prophets, all the prophets have done in the captivity that they was in to preach, and I think she bit the dust, to preach the downfall of that kingdom. Them little scooters will get you every time. They'll get you. They be jumping on them little scooters, man. They ain't never rode that shit in their life. Them scooters be tearing people up. it says, verse 16, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, right? It say he calls us all, both small and great. All, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. Now, let's go into the scriptures and look up those words and see what it's talking about. Okay? Now, in Revelation 13 and 16, it say he calls it all, both small and great, right? Now, you go into small and great, it goes into people of lesser rank and people of a high rank. It don't matter if they have billions of dollars or they have none, like most men, right? But the word causes to make, to make with the names of things made to produce. See that word produce. So he calls it all, right? He's producing, construct, or form of fashion, to make ready, to prepare. Okay, so Esau is preparing these RFID chip technology, producing them and preparing them. Now they say they are about the size of a grain of rice, man. So you have on the planet, you have about 7 billion people. Okay, it's nothing for him to create 7 billion chips. So it's a chip out here for everybody, man. Okay, whether everybody take it or not, that's a whole new thing. But they guarantee they got one for everybody out here. Okay, and it says rich and poor. Rich meaning wealthy, abundance in materials. All right, don't matter if you got you got a lot. It says rich and poor. Poor meaning reduced to beggary or begging or asking for alms. Who we know do that? The people who we call homeless. They be down here in the streets, man. Okay, so it don't matter if you're somebody of wealthy abundance, that you have everything you need and you want. Okay, or if you're a man that's out here begging in the street. Right? And it says to free and bond. Free meaning in a civil sense, free from slavery, exempt. Okay? If you bond, that means you are basically locked up. So it don't matter if you're free, you out here, or you're someone in prison. Okay? To receive a mark, to give something to, or one's own, according to give one something to his advantage. So Esau is going to make it seem like it's going to be an advantage to you to accept this RFID chip, because they're already telling you that the real ID Act, to have that star on your driver's license or your ID, will help you get into federal buildings, okay, or be on domestic flights flying around the United States. So they're telling you that now. Okay, you need this real ID to just fly around the United States, man. So they making it seem like an advantage, which they're gonna make the RFID technology chip seem as an advantage as well. Because when the situation get grim out here, no food, it's gonna say, hey, if you got that chip, then you can basically get food, you can buy, or you can sell, or you can trade. Okay. It says to receive a mark, 5480 Karagma, a stamp or an imprinted mark of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as a badge of the follow Antichrist. Anti means against, Christ is the anointed, okay? A thing carved, a sculpture, graven image, or an idolatrous image. Strong's definition, a scratch or etching that is stamped as a badge of servitude. So if you take that RFID chip, you're putting yourself in slavery. Okay, Esau gonna have you because they're gonna implant it under your skin, and that technology is gonna basically it'll be basically clinging to your chromosomes, man. You won't, and you won't be able to pull it out. Like, I'm gonna cut it out. Okay, this radio frequency RFID chip is gonna have all your history on it, everything about you. Okay, if you don't have this, you basically be an outcast. They're going to starve you out. They don't care if you starve to death. Okay? But the Lord said his servants are going to eat, man. In Isaiah 65. Okay? And it's a penalty if you take this chip. Okay? So Revelation 13 and 17, that no man might buy or sell, save he had that mark in the name of the beast and or the number of his name. Okay? Or the number of his name. So you won't be able to buy or sell. That's the whole thing they're gonna make it an advantage, trying to make it seem like an advantage if you don't have that RFID chip. That's Esau trying to basically be the most high and conquer the people, man. Because he know his world is ending. This is the last hoorah. Okay? He going out with a bang, man. Okay? And his bang is gonna be with nuclear destruction. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. And his number is 603 man. So all this is going into biometrics, man. Every time you look around, you see someone on a commercial with a chip in their hand, being able to open their car door, okay? Being able to walk in their apartments, you know? Being able to go into, it's soon gonna be, if you got condos, okay? Remember Esau is slick. He brings things in, like I said, he do it in stages, man. I remember when you, like, the hotels went from putting a key in there to the key fob when you put the credit card thing in the slot, and then it'll turn green and you can open the door. Okay? But now what they did was they made it where a lot of those key fobs wasn't opening up the doors. You would have to go get it in the hotel. You had to go get it reset. And there was so many problems. Now they got it to where all you got to do is walk up to it and just press it upside the door. So they get you used to it. Okay? That's that conditioning. All you got to do is put that card up against the door instead of sticking it in the slot. So they're conditioning you to later, when it's in your hand, all you got to do is walk up to it and you put your hand up against the door and you can go on in. All right? So you got to realize, man, what this devil is doing, man. You know, he knows he have a short time. Revelations 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Rejoice heavens, and ye that dwell therein. Yahweh Shai, the angels, the brothers who passed on and in the spirit world rejoice. Because the Lord is getting ready to come back and set the order up. Okay? Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil has come down unto you having great wrath. Is that the spirits of demons Satan? No, it's his counterpart, which is Esau. He's coming down unto you having great wrath, man. Okay? He's finna get ready to bring RFID chip technology. He's getting ready to bring a martial law state here, right? He's getting ready to set up checkpoints, and it's happening. It says, woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil has come down to you having great wrath, because he knoweth but he have but a short time. He knows his time is short. That's why he's doing all these particular things and making things happen. And you know, hey, you know, paying attention to the news, man, things are happening real fast, man. Okay? Like the brother brought out, I'm about to watch the video about the CERN, the portals, right? The brother was telling me about it. One of the brothers did a video on how those CERN portals open and demons come out. Okay, so if they're into that left-hand side, yeah, they can happen. Because I watched that movie called Warcraft. If you never watched Warcraft, watch that movie where they was trying to kill that king. Those big ass men, those big ass men, which really represented Israel, fighting against them damn demons who were coming out of that. It was like a CERN portal opened up. Just open up, and demons was coming out that door, and they had to move the king, and it was like you could kill him, but it was more and more coming. So hey man, this devil, man, he know he got a short time, so he gonna unleash all the evil that he can in the streets, because the scriptures say the evil day draw up nigh, man. Okay.